Am I live? Can you hear me? I'm hoping you can hear me. I am on a new laptop, you guys. This is a big deal. I have a gamer laptop now. So it's very well equipped to make videos, but I'm hoping you can hear me and see me. I'm pretty sure you can see me, but I'm not sure if you can hear me. So Jesse, let me know. Stop moving my kneecap. Hi. It's a weird username. I'm not gonna lie about that. How did you come up with that? Can you hear me, Jesse? I hope you guys can hear me okay. It's always the beginning of like every live stream. It's just, can you hear me? Can you see me? What's going wrong? And then it's YouTubers like, as they like do stuff on their computer. Anyways, assuming you can hear me, I can get started. To be honest, have basically nothing planned for this live stream other than to just get caught up with you guys. Oh, it's been really crazy. Okay, good. Thank you, Sammy, for letting me know you can hear. It's been really crazy. I am moving very, very soon. Very, very soon. We hear you. See you. It's an inside joke with my brother. That's awesome. Where are you guys all listening in from? I'd like to know like what state or country you're in or something like that. Okay, so basically I just want to catch you guys up on what I've been up to. It's been a crazy adventure. And I am like, it all kind of hit me like a ton of bricks today because today was my last day in the office that I work at. And I don't know, something about like saying goodbye to everybody is just like, I don't know, it just hit me like that we're actually moving. Texas! That's awesome. Texas is so huge. Are you in Eastern, Western, Central, Austin area, Dallas area, El Paso area? We were just talking about where the South, I'm getting distracted. Remind me to go back to what I was talking about. But watching from Canada, sweet! Look at that wonderful tan, 67 degrees in SF. Thank you. The sun is weirdly filtering through a tree. So I feel like I look a little red right now, but I'm not burnt at all. It's just weird coloring on here. So apologize. Jesse is tuning in from Earth for the record. Thank you. I love that. North Carolina, United States, Earth. 67 in SF. That's crazy because when I got off work in San Jose, now we're getting back to what I was talking about. When I got off work in San Jose, it's totally different climate than SF. And it was like probably 80 when I got in my car. The car itself was probably like 85. It was hot. Anyways, today, Hurricane Harvey area. Oh, I was actually just talking about Harvey with someone from Houston today. It's really crazy. We were just talking because there's a hurricane headed towards Hawaii right now. So, yeah, it's all very scary. But Hurricane Harvey came up, and so I don't know. It's a long story. Anyways, I said goodbye to a lot of people. There's someone from Mars here, you guys. I said goodbye to a lot of people at work today, and it just kind of hit me that like we're actually moving, and I started to get really freaked out. But overall, like emotionally, mentally, I'm doing pretty well because honestly, this was a move that we kind of had started thinking about a couple months ago, but it was like a next year type of thing, you know, like, okay, 2019, that's like when we should really seriously like make moves on getting out of the Bay Area because it's just too expensive. We don't have family here. It's like our dreams of owning a home someday are being squashed. So we just, you know, I was thinking next year. And then when all this stuff started to go down, it's kind of a long story. If you want to go watch a vlog, I think I actually proactively linked it in the cards up here. I think. Click it and see what happens. There's a little eye somewhere in the corners. And if you click that, it'll show you we're moving to It's so suspenseful. But I explain exactly what happened there. But basically, the reason I've been like kind of emotionally okay with all of this is because everything has been falling into place. Like it feels like I'm really following my gut instincts on this and listening to, I don't know, just instincts, the universe, like, I don't know, just kind of trusting that things are falling into place. So it's easier to deal with a big move when you're like, you know, in your heart that it's what you're supposed to be doing. So it felt right. It's feeling right still. So that's a good thing. for some reason, okay, I know why. I'm more scared about moving to North Carolina than I was about moving to China. Like, I can tell you that with certainty. And China was this unknown thing, of course, and it was scary. But the reason I'm more scared to move to North Carolina is because, and I think this fear is really fading really fast after visiting with my family and hearing their support and everything. But I'm afraid of permanence. Like, I've never settled anywhere before. I grew up in this little hometown, Anacortes, Washington, boop, boop. And then I went to college. Then after college, I've been, since then, I've just been kind of like, I live nowhere. Like, I don't know. Lived in San Francisco, lived in China, now I live in Hayward. I just feel like I haven't settled anywhere, and I'm afraid to settle somewhere. Do you guys feel like that ever? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to catch up on chat. So we have someone from Mars. It's been 60s the past 2 weeks. Wow, very temperate for the planet. Alabama, sweet. Alabama is beautiful from what I've seen. I hope I can see new good places via YouTube videos. I hope so too, Ken. You're living in Guangzhou, China. That's awesome. China, it's morning. I always ask, what time is it in China right now? I'm going to guess 9 a.m. Nope. Is it earlier? I don't know. Let me know. I don't know why I even try to guess. So anyways, I'm all emotionally, it's like coming in waves. But I don't know. I think this is the right thing to do. And I'm excited to live in a different part of the country that I've never experienced before. And actually, so we were talking about, I think I mentioned this just a little bit ago. We were talking about, where does the South begin and end? Like, we were asking about the gray area, right? So in my mind, Texas is just Texas. Like, it's its own thing, right? Then you get over to like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Of course, that's the South. But then you go a little north. You're in Missouri. Is Missouri the South? Is Arkansas the South? Is, Iowa, you're in Midwest for sure. But then what about Tennessee, Kentucky? Like, where's the mid-Atlantic to the Midwest to the South? I'm curious what you guys think about Missouri in particular. Is it the Midwest or is it the South? I'm curious. Sammy asked where my folks are living. They actually live in Northwest Washington still. And let me tell you about my crazy travel plans. And it's 10 a.m. in China. Awesome. That's good to know. 10 a.m. 3, so it's like 20, 12, 15 hours ahead. Okay, I can remember that. So here's what's happening. Very, very soon, we are starting our cross-country road trip. And believe it or not, this is the second time I've driven from California to North Carolina. And it's a very long story, which is why I made a whole YouTube video out of it. And I should have linked it in the cards, but I probably didn't. I'm sure I can, sorry, let me readjust. I'm sitting on like a staircase. Here, can I show you? I'm sitting on, I can't position this, a staircase right now. Am I so bad at this? Staircase, door. Yeah, it's not a comfortable situation, but the lighting is what it is right now because it's a weird time of day to be doing this with natural lighting. So we leave on our cross-country road trip. We are stopping. We're trying to decide if we want to do the first 2 days, 8 hours, or if we want to do 9 hours, 7 hours. So let me know your thoughts on that. We have a dog, an 80-pound pit mix. Retriever mix. Sorry. We're renting, you guys. He's a retriever mix. It's fine. All his paperwork says it. It's not a big deal. We have a very large, needy dog. So we can't really, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get out and look at things like the sweet meteor crater in New Mexico or whatever, because the dog can't go. So there's a lot of things. Unfortunately, I'm going to be a little limited because of Abe on this road trip. Abe's the dog. And the other thing is that I'm still working. I don't really have much PTO left at work, like paid time off. So I kind of need to keep working throughout this time. Thanks, Jesse, for chiming in. So we're driving really hard the first couple days, and 9 hours is max. I am not going above 9 hours in a day because I've done 11 hours in one day and with the dog, and never again. 9 hours is already kind of pushing it. 11 is like, never. And that's active driving time, not like it took us 11 hours from start to finish. It's like active driving time, 11 hours. Hi, Jose. What's up? So, Jose, don't tell them anything. They don't know where I work, okay? Don't tell them anything. It's fine. So the first time we drove cross country, we went from California to North Carolina, and we did not have the dog. I made a whole video about it, and it might be in the iCards. I might have forgotten. But it's a crazy story. Basically, the truck that we were driving broke down, and we were in a town. We broke down in a town called Nothing, Arizona. Nothing, Arizona. Yeah. We had to pay for a very expensive towing job, which is why we're going to get insurance this time. And we had to stay in Wickenburg, Arizona. If you've ever heard of that, you know how boring it is there. It's a cowboy town, like a real cowboy town. We had to stay there for 4 nights. It was very boring. So I'm like a little bit scared that that's all going to happen again. So I have not even booked any hotels yet. I'm like that scared. Sammy, thank you. I'm excited for Asheville. Ken, you're using ExpressVPN. Nice. If you're curious, ExpressVPN is my favorite VPN service. I am part of the affiliate program. It's actually they're a huge reason, that affiliate program, huge reason I still do what I do, you guys. It's awesome. It's really great affiliate program, really great VPN service. Anyways, I can send you the link if you're curious, if you want to buy a VPN, if you're going to China or something. So first night, we're either going to be in Needles, California, or Kingman, Arizona. It's about an hour drive difference. Cradle of Forestry awaits. What does that mean? It's about an hour drive difference, so we just need to figure out where we're going. And I might just book a hotel. Like we might just wait till we're there and be like, okay, this is where we're stopping, and just book ourselves into the hotel that night. I'm not really sure. The second night for sure, we're doing Albuquerque. So we're basically doing these like 8 to 9 hour chunks of driving the first couple days. And then I start working remotely, and our move-in date isn't till like 8 days after we start the road trip. So basically this is all a long way of saying that this could be like a 4 or 5 day road trip if we really pushed it. But you could do it in 4 days if you're just by yourself or something. But it's going to be an 8-day road trip. So we are going to some random town the first night, then Albuquerque or somewhere near Albuquerque. So let me know if you have any tips or like places that I should see along this drive. We're taking the I-40 like the whole way, California to North Carolina. So if you have any tips about weird things to see on the I-40, let me know. I'm going to browse a couple websites once we get on the road of like weird attractions, so I don't miss any giant balls of yarn. But basically Albuquerque, and then after that is going to be Oklahoma City. I might be meeting up with one of you guys there, which would be super cool. We will see about that. I have to stay super flexible on this road trip because you just never really know what's going to happen. Hi, Leanne, new subscriber from San Francisco. Jesse, thank you. Jesse's the best moderator, you guys. Applause for Jesse. He found my affiliate link. So if you are thinking about ExpressVPN or if you're going to China soon, click that link because then I get a little kickback. You don't pay anything extra and it helps me keep making videos. So Albuquerque, Oklahoma City. I actually am kind of excited for Oklahoma City, and there's a brewery. Holy crap. It's called Prairie Brewing. They have a beer called Bomb that is insane. So I want to go to their tap room in Oklahoma City. I think they're based in Tulsa, but we might go to the tap room. We'll see, crossing our fingers. I don't think it's dog friendly, so we may just have to run in and get bottles. But because we have the dog and because I'm working, this is all going to be very strange, like day by day road trip. I don't really know what's going to happen. So after Oklahoma City, we are going to Little Rock, Arkansas or somewhere nearby for a night. And then after that, we're going to spend 2 nights in Memphis and 2 nights in Nashville, not to be confused with Asheville. It's hard to say we'll be in Asheville and make people not think I'm saying Nashville. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's a very exciting road trip. I would love to be able to see Graceland in Memphis because I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it sounds hilariously like gaudy. So I'd love to see the home of Elvis Presley. I'm looking for any kind of like walking tours that we could do with a dog, like self-guided walking tours or outdoor restaurants, like outdoor, not like fancy restaurant, but like an outdoor seating area to just like we walk around, we sit, we get the vibe, the local vibe. We see a couple sites, and that's about it. This isn't really a sightseeing road trip. This is really a relocating road trip. But I'm hoping to, thread in a little bit of sightseeing if we can. We'll see. I don't know. Stay tuned. I'm going to be posting a lot on Instagram stories the whole time. So definitely stay tuned to that. That's going to be, my Instagram stories are going to be off the hook on this road trip. Let's see, what else am I doing? Patrons, I'm going to figure out something for you guys, the ones who support me on Patreon. First of all, thank you. I'm going to figure out something for you guys that is a special perk. I'll figure it out. Let's see. Sammy, how odd, I'm going to China in 1 month and needed a VPN. It was fate. I tuned in tonight. Sammy, thank you. Also, Sammy, just so you know, if you click that link and you don't like delete cookies off your computer and you buy the VPN within like, I think 30 days or something, it still credits me. So if you want to be totally sure I get the credit and I really appreciate it, then you can go to my website, laurenwithoutfear.com, and there's a sidebar. There's a little best VPN in China link. You just click that. But yeah, anyways, I've already filed it with the other links. You guys, Jesse is the best moderator anyone could ever ask for. He's the best. Sounds exciting. Outdoor cafe. Yes. So if you guys were going on an epically long road trip, very far distance, and you had a giant whiny dog with you, what are some things you'd look forward to doing? That's such a specific question. I'm so red right now because the sun's like coming into the house. I also, Jesse, stop. You're so nice. Jesse just shared my Patreon link. So let's see. Yeah, patrons are going to get something special. Follow me on Instagram stories. I've been really slacking on my Facebook page. Okay. After the road trip, there's more travel coming, you guys. I'm going to be so tired. Like, I'm not done traveling till like October. So after the road trip, we get into Asheville, we move in, and I get maybe like 10-ish days. And then I fly out to Hawaii for a work trip. I'll definitely be posting on Instagram stories during that trip, but it is a work trip, so I will likely not be like vlogging a whole lot. I mean, last time when I went to Mexico, I really didn't vlog. We shall see. There's actually a period of time while we're there when I will have a rental car and nothing to do, so that might be an opportunity to go see something. We are going to Maui, if you're curious. It's going to be amazing. I've only been to Hawaii once before. I went to Oahu, and it was also for a work trip. It's kind of weird. I have the best jobs. Just travel to Hawaii. It makes it sound like I don't do anything. So anyways, after Hawaii, I'm actually flying into into Seattle, and then I'm going to go visit my family who they are thinking about getting a second puppy, you guys. So there might be puppy vlogs coming, and it is a cute puppy. I mean, I'm really hoping they get this one because it's a boxer pit bull mix. It's like my favorite, but anyways, gonna go see my family. My mom got a cabin for the weekend. Oh my gosh, my Snapchat. By the way, I really don't use Snapchat anymore. I should really take that off. I use Instagram stories a lot. Snapchat, never, as of like 2 months ago, maybe. What was I saying? Oh, my mom got a cabin in this like mountainous area. So that should be cool, like while I'm visiting. And then after that, I fly into Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, really crazy. And then my friend is getting married during that time, or like she's having, it's not a wedding. It's like a party, like a wedding party. They're having like a private wedding ceremony. And then this is sort of like their big wedding reception where everyone comes. Anyways, I'm going to be filming in all these places. I'm going to try. Basically, my plan is to capture content a little bit every day or during whenever anything interesting's happening and put vlogs up once a week that like wrap up the week. It's crazy. So Tucson for a couple days. I think I actually ended up booking it for I think I'm there for like 4 nights. So that should be really cool. I have a bunch of vlogs from Tucson, so check those out if you have a chance to. I had so much fun last time I was there. I thought I didn't like the desert, and then I went to Tucson and I fell in love with the desert. But I'm not moving to the desert. I'm moving to the mountains. It should be interesting. Like having these realizations. After Tucson, I fly back into Asheville. So basically, I am on the road for 8 days, in Asheville for like 10 to 12-ish. And then I travel for about 3 weeks after that to Hawaii, Washington, Arizona. And then I'll finally be able to like experience real Asheville, like settle in, get to know Asheville, like, you know, do some very local travel. I am seriously, October, I am not traveling more than like an hour drive. I'm like putting my fist down. I am not traveling in October. Hear me? Unless like my aunt invited me to New York, I'd probably go. I don't know. I love traveling, but holy cow, does it get exhausting after a while. I'm going to catch up on chat real quick. Xiang Wang, love from China. Thanks. Where in China are you? And are you from China or did you move to China? That's always a good question. A giant fire hydrant on the 40? I got to go see a giant fire hydrant. Thanks, Leanne, for the suggestion. Leanne, full of suggestions. My sister lives in Maui. Go to Mama's Fish House. I actually just read about that. How weird. I saw it on Pinterest or something, and the food looked ridiculously good. Mama's Fish House. Okay, logged away. Thank you. Ken says I want to donate, but I can't because I only have Union Pay, WeChat, and Alipay. Please don't feel obligated to donate anything to me. Okay, like I honestly didn't really want to set up Patreon. Because I feel bad. I feel like I'm taking people's money. I feel really bad about it. But I had a couple subscribers who talked me into it because they were like, we want to donate to you. We want to like help you make this like YouTube dream work. And so I set it up and they have been so generous and I can't say thank you enough. I have not used that money a whole lot yet. Like the money that I get from you guys on Patreon, I don't want to just bank it. I want to use it towards travel. So I basically have this like expense account at my disposal of Patreon money to say yes to travel opportunities. So I'm going to end up in New York City at some point, hopefully before the end of the year. My aunt lives in Manhattan. So I've never been able to go, but we're going to live so much closer to places like Manhattan and Chicago and where else? Nashville, Dollywood, you guys. I want to go to Dollywood. We are going to Dollywood. Anyways, let me see. I'm so excited. I got like goosebumps. I'm so excited. I love testing out new places to live. Like, I know that's a weird thing to say, and I really like feel like Asheville is like going to be home really fast, which is what's so scary about it. Cause I'm like terrified of leaving the West Coast. But, I mean, at this point I've lived in, Washington, Oregon, and California. So every West Coast state. I have also lived in Ireland while I studied abroad, so about 5 months, and I lived in China for about 9 or 10 months. So the studying abroad and living abroad really made me realize like how appreciative I am to be from the US because the US passport is so like it can get me into so many places like so easily. And I really I feel most at home in the US. What a shock because I'm super American, I guess. I don't know. I feel I made me like it affirmed to me that I want to settle in the US. Like that's not a doubt in my mind. But I don't know where in the US exactly. And so Asheville is kind of a place we're trying out and we'll see from there. But, if you're curious why North Carolina, Eric's parents live in North Carolina and we as a couple have never lived on the same coast as them. So it'll be pretty cool for him to just be able to like go home because he's lived in California for like, I think almost 10 years now because he was stationed out here in the Navy before. Sorry if you can hear planes going up ahead. Speaking of the Navy, just kidding. The military does not have bases in the Bay Area, actually. Well, that might not be true. I don't know. Anyways, this is getting off topic. Leanne suggested the Lavender Farm in Maui. It's gorgeous. Look up Mama's Fish House in the High Meili General Store. You'll love both. The lavender farm sounds interesting, but let me tell you, I've been to a lavender farm before and my God, there are a lot of bees. Luckily, I am kind of over my fear of honeybees now that I can recognize the difference between honeybees, like just regular bee, hornet, and wasp. I'm way less afraid. But I don't know. I'm a little skittish when a bee is around. I just tend to run. So it sounds gorgeous. I wonder what time of year that's popular. Hi, Amelie General Store. Thank you for the suggestions. That is awesome. What is Cradle of Forestry, Jesse? If you don't mind, just let me know. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to someone too. My friend Lena. Lena is awesome, and she's one of the like bravest, most courageous people I know in my whole life. And I'm sure Jessie can pull up her YouTube channel link for the second YouTube channel she created recently. But I won't like give you details, but basically Lena experienced kind of, she's in a lot of my videos. She's in a good chunk of videos from Beijing. Her and I met up in Beijing and we became friends really quickly. She's a blogger and a YouTuber, and she lived in China for a long time, like years. And she just loved China. Like it was like, it's her thing. So unfortunately, when she was living in Beijing, like earlier this year, was it earlier? I think it was earlier this year. She had a medical emergency. So she had like a blood clot in her brain. So it was all very scary, but luckily she is still here with us and she is making major progress, and it's really, really inspiring and awesome to see. So she had a channel called Lena Around. That's all about China. Still super relevant. If you guys are going to China or you know someone going to China, that content's all very relevant still, especially her guides for like, I don't know, she just got into a lot of stuff in China that I didn't get into. Like, I don't know, she just adopted to the lifestyle a lot easier than I did. And so she's got a lot of good like lifestyle tips and everything. But it happened on March 15th. Thank you, Jessie. Yeah, so she had a channel called Lena Around, and it still exists. But she made a second channel. Hi, Mariah. Mariah's like OG Fearless Fam subscriber. Like, I don't know, maybe under 1,000 subscribers. When did you come on, Mariah? Thank you for being here. We're at 10,000 now, you guys. Almost 11,000. Oh. So Lena made a second channel that's basically, I think it's called her Journey Back to Life, or Travel Back to Life. And it's all about her progress from... Like, she talks about the experience of having such a scary, medical thing happen in China, her experience with Chinese, and she's from Denmark, so Chinese and Danish hospitals, like the difference between the two, and just kind of like how she feels about it. She's been really honest. Her last video totally made me cry. She's being super honest, super brave. So definitely go check out her channel. Jessie just posted a link. And yeah, go show her some love on there and go subscribe to her, because I don't know, I think it's just going to be really amazing to see her progress over time. So yeah, really interesting. Anyways, whoa, Leanne, Sarah and Vinny. How do you know about Sarah and Vinny? Oh yeah, you're in San Francisco, aren't you? Did you know can I say this? I don't know if I can say this. Well, I used to work for CBS Radio and I worked for Alice. That's so funny. Alice is the radio station where Sarah and Vinny have a morning show. Okay, let me catch up. Someone said, Lucky Gold Panda said, when you're in Manhattan, we'd love to point you to any cool spots around the city. Girlfriend and I are here on the Upper West Side. Thank you for letting me know. I will post like I'm going to New York, please give me your suggestions thing on either Instagram or Facebook. Those are the two I'm going to be most active on until further notice. Just Twitter is just because I need a Twitter. Just follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Let's see. I've lived in the Bay Area all my life. My sisters lived everywhere. Spain, London, now Maui. I love it here and I'm petrified of flying. I understand that thing with flying. I mean, I have made a whole video about why I'm not super scared of flying, and like it's the video is called like how to overcome your fear of long flights or something, but I do kind of talk a little bit about why I'm not super scared of it. And it's mostly, which is weird because you'd think like if you're a super anxious person, of course you're going to be terrified of flying. Don't get me wrong. Every single flight I ever go on, I have a moment where I'm like, I might die on this plane, which is so ridiculous. I'm more likely to die on like a commute than I am on a plane. Anyways, Spain, London, now Maui. Wow, that's crazy. Your sisters lived in a lot of places. Do you want to leave the Bay Area? what are you thinking? Are you thinking of pushing your comfort zone? I actually just listened to a really good podcast. I think it was TED Talk hour on NPR. It's called Comfort Zone. And I have to share it on like all my social media because I was just like, yes, that, like the whole time I was listening to it, because it's all about the whole concept of like, in order to expand your comfort zone, you have to experience discomfort. You can expand your comfort zone if you push yourself. Like if you do the things you love that you're afraid to do and you prove yourself wrong, you're like, I can't do it. You turn an impossible into a possible. You can do it. I sound so like an inspirational speaker right now. I'm just going to stop that flat. Leanne said, I tried to get over the fear of bees. Vinny, if you listen to Sarah and Vinny, Sarah and I went to a bee experience and were covered in 2,000 bees. 2,000 bees. No. Didn't help. How did that not help? Is it worse? Did you get stung? Like, oh, that's like my worst nightmare. Oh, Asheville is like Bee City, USA. So maybe I'll get to befriend a bee farmer or someone who just keeps bees as a hobby. That sounds kind of interesting. Eric's actually like, we should keep bees. I'm like, you can keep bees. I'll have pygmy goats. Mariah made it. Perfect. Yeah, it was just before the 1,000. I think it was 800 or so. Dang, Mariah's been subscribed to me since like 800 subscribers. We are close to 11,000, you guys. First of all, thank you. Second of all, holy crap. How did that happen? I guess when people ask me, I'm just like, time, hard work, and dedication. Like the normal things that get you anywhere. It's crazy. And a little bit of luck. I mean, it does take a little luck on YouTube. Really, the person who gave me the first big push to get to 100 subscribers. So before 100 subscribers, I met Allie from Psycho Traveler. I met up with her in Chiang Mai in Thailand. And she was like, what's your channel URL? And I said, oh, I can't customize my URL yet because I haven't hit 100 subscribers. And she was like, oh, you'll hit 100 subscribers. And she gave a shout out to my channel and it got me to like a couple hundred people. And that was that first big boost that I needed to just get there. And it's just, yeah, anyways, it's crazy. Fearless Fam Group Facebook page. Thank you. Go follow. Go click every link Jesse is posting. I trust his links. Anyways, Leanne, I just said I haven't watched any videos. San Francisco, you did. Thank you, Leanne. That's so nice. Just got back from San Francisco. I loved it. So beautiful. Becky, that sounds awesome. I am going to miss San Francisco. I have more content for you guys that I have not edited yet. And since you've joined me in this live stream, I'll just share it with you. Let me see what I have. I'm going to open my video folders. Let's see. You guys saw Angel Island, right? Yeah. Okay. You've seen Angel Island. Full disclosure, I keep like swallowing because I just really need to burp, but I am refusing to burp on camera. It's just life. You know, I'm a human. I'm going to make a video about what a Bay Area commute looks like. Those of you in the Bay Area are probably like, please don't let me watch that. It shows kind of what it looks like when you take the BART at like rush hour in the morning going into the city. And I also show what it's like to drive from this area I'm in now, which is like Hayward, Fremont, like this East Bay area, down into the Silicon Valley area on the 880 South. So both of those are very normal commutes. And I wanted to show kind of what a Bay Area commute looks like. I also have footage from my favorite restaurant in the Bay. And I still have, I feel like there's something else that's not on this list. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I have a million more places to see in San Francisco, but honestly, I've seen so much of it. I am going to be putting together some like my top 10 favorites, whatever, about San Francisco, like, 5 places you need to eat in San Francisco, 3, my favorite neighborhoods, like, I don't know, favorite places to go. So I'm going to make more like San Francisco guides because I feel like I know the city very well, really well. I've walked so much of that city. It's only 7 miles by 7 miles. Do you guys know how small San Francisco is? But anyway, so Bay Area commute, and my favorite restaurant. I also have more East Coast footage from our trip in early July to share with you guys that I haven't gotten around to editing yet. But right now, to be honest, my focus is just on sharing this. Here, let me see. Leanne, it paused your comment, so I just hit show. What was I saying? My focus right now is just, sorry, I get so distracted on here. My focus right now is just sharing this whole moving experience with you guys. I have a little bit of footage from just moving in general. I don't really know what my upload schedule is going to look like right now. Things are just not normal right now, so bear with me. Definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook. It's facebook.com/laurenwithoutfear. And I think it is also instagram.com/laurenwithoutfear. Yeah, I got the whole name. It's hard to remember because on Twitter, the character limit's so small. But anyways, let me catch up on the comments, and then I probably need to get out of here because I actually have to do some packing. What a surprise. I swear, when you move, the packing never stops, like up until the last moment you leave. It's just crazy. I'm so tired too because I've been like working, packing. So if it feels like I haven't been doing anything online, it's because everything is behind the scenes. Anyways, comments. It was amazing. Sarah was incredible. I'm still afraid of them. Man, that sounds insane, being covered in bees. Seriously. Also, Sarah is awesome. Sarah is like the best. Lucky Gold Panda. Please don't tell anyone at Alice that I talked to you. I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I just kind of like left there really abruptly, and it was like, it's not bad terms, but it was like, I felt bad because I was moving to China. So it was like really abrupt. I don't know. It's a long story. We could go into that another time. Lucky Gold Panda says bees would be cool, but damn, they're scary. Yes, they are. To me, at least. Becky asked, she said, I love to live in San Francisco, but I hear it's expensive. Why are you moving? For the exact reason you brought up. There's actually a couple of reasons. The first one is that our dreams of having a family and owning a home someday here are like, and the other caveat, not having a 1 or 2 hour commute. Yeah, 2 hour. I've heard of people with 2.5 hour commutes each way. I don't know. I'm not willing to do a stupidly long commute, and I want a family and I want to own a home. And it's just so hard here in the Bay Area, especially because reason number 2, we're moving. We don't have family here. So we want to move somewhere where either family or very close friends are nearby. And we have very close friends here. But the reality is it takes forever to get anywhere here in the Bay, at least where I am here in Hayward. And it's so expensive that people tend to be really career focused. So we just don't see our friends as often as we'd like because we're all career people, you know? So I don't know. We wanted to live near family. We wanted a little slower paced lifestyle. That's really a huge reason as well. And we wanted to live in a more natural setting. So Asheville's really like hitting all those for us. And San Francisco is extremely expensive. Like when we moved back in early 2017, the 1-bedroom apartment that we had been renting a couple years prior was $3,100 a month. So early 2017, 1 bedroom, 700 square feet, $3,100. That is not expensive for San Francisco. That's normal. That's a typical 1-bedroom price for 2017. Keep in mind, they go up every year. So renting, most people in the Bay spend like more than 50% of their paycheck on rent. Like it's just the reality. It's insane. So you burn your money every month and then you just are like, when am I ever going to buy a house at this pace? So it's just crazy. Nestled in Pink Beds Valley is the cradle of forestry in America. Oh, you were recommending that we stop there. You know how much I love trees and forestry. This heritage site is the birthplace of science-based forest management, located in Pisgah National Forest. I went there, actually, Pisgah National Forest, close to Asheville. I will go there. That sounds amazing. Thank you for suggesting it. That's so cool. Leanne says, every time I get a couple thousand subscribers, I panic and shut my channel down. That's hilarious. You're like, I don't actually want to be YouTube famous, okay? Well, you must be doing something right. Becky says, is it La Traviata? I want to go there. No, it's not La Traviata. I feel like I want to keep it a secret. Like the restaurant that's my favorite in the Bay. I want to keep it a secret. But it's one of those restaurants where every time I eat there, I take a bite and I like close my eyes because it's that good. Like it transports you to another world. It's such good food. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. It is so good. Leanne said, I can't see living anywhere else. Go to Alana's in Redwood City. It's a Victorian house that does breakfast and brunch. I don't have time to go to Redwood City, but I really wish I did. Dang it. Shoot, Redwood City, it's over a bridge, so I'm not going there. Because, I don't know, things just take so long. The reality is I have to work right up until we leave. Sorry, I'm stretching. So it's all very, like, everything right now is back to back to back to back. So I'm just trying to do the best I can. Leanne says, I'm over by the airport. Beyond blessed, I get the traffic. It's horrid. So I'm guessing you mean SFO airport. So like San Bruno area, probably. We had friends who lived in San Bruno for a while. And every time, so we lived in San Francisco and we would drive down to San Bruno to go hang out with them. And we'd be in this like deep fog as always. And it'd be like 60 degrees. And we drive in the summertime down to San Bruno, which is maybe it's not far, like 10 miles, maybe 10 miles. And it's like, 15, 20-minute drive, something like that. And it would be completely different weather when we got there. Like, I remember 4th of July, 2015, I think it was. Yeah, before we moved to China. 4th of July, it was cold and overcast in San Francisco. I drove and all of a sudden I was in blue skies and it was hot and I came in jeans and a sweatshirt and I was like, I need to go home and let the dog out. And also I'm going to change into shorts and flip-flops. Like, what on earth is happening? So yeah, it's just really crazy. Anyways, moved to Dallas. It's cheaper, but rent is expensive, but not as much as San Fran. I hear that the pay in San Fran is more than Texas. Holy cow. Yeah. San Francisco pay rates are very high, but it's not proportional to the rent still. Like, if you make $117,000 a year as a household income, you are considered low income in San Francisco. $117,000 household income. That's a lot of money. So it's just not, it's high pay. Like, it looks great on paper, but when you factor in the cost of transportation, the cost of food, the cost of, everything, it's crazy. It's not, I don't know. We started losing the motivation to live here. And that's really that's the straw that broke the camel's back, was the motivation. Because if you don't have the motivation to live somewhere and it's too expensive, you're not going to make it work. So we just stopped making it work. But Asheville rent is going to be much cheaper than San Francisco. And it's going to be just much better. Wow, that's a lot to me. Yeah, it's a lot. It should be a lot. We're in this weird bubble where like a crappy house, like crappy 2-bedroom house in a bad neighborhood in the East Bay is like, if it's $600,000, that's considered like a bargain around here. Like, you're not going to get a house for $600,000 around here. You are getting, in San Francisco, you can't get a house for less than $1 million. It doesn't matter how bad it is, because you're paying for the dirt basically, and it's expensive. So yeah, it's crazy. Okay, reconnection successful. Okay, sorry. I think it glitched for a second. But I'm just going to finish up with the comments. Leanne says, OMG, do we share the same brain? Yes, it's Milbray. Leanne, you should email me. laurenwithoutfear@gmail.com. I want to hear from you. I'm just curious. I'm curious about your life. Becky said, stayed by the SFO airport. Traffic was not that bad, but we were on vacation, so we were not in a hurry. Yeah, when you have the luxury of like leaving at, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., whatever. But when you need to be at work at a certain time, it gets real, real bad. So, it's crazy. Leanne just put a video on Stop Shop Girls in Pacifica today. Nice. Pacifica's beautiful. That's on the coast, for those of you who don't know. The houses are so tight together up on the mountains. In Asheville, they felt so far apart, but I don't know. It's fine. The moral of this live stream is that I'm really looking forward to all this, and I want to share it with you guys. But we need, oh crap. I hope you can still hear me. Stream dropped. I think the comment is delayed. Anyways, I'm really excited to share this journey with you guys. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The handle is Lauren Without Fear on both. And thank you for joining this live stream. I don't really have anything else to say. I hope you're excited for this journey and for all the travel that's about to happen. It's like almost like 5 weeks of travel. It's crazy. So stay tuned for vlogs. It's turning into like weekly vlogs, like old sort of daily vlog feel. You know what I mean? It'll be fun. So I am going to get off the live stream now. Thank you so much for joining in, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Probably not a video this week, but next week I'm going to try to get one up. I should have the time. If not, really soon, as soon as I can. Okay. Bye, Jen. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining. I'm going to have you for a really awkwardly long amount of time. So, say, make sure there's no comments. Goodbye. Never mind, it was on my end. No, Jesse was on my end, too. The live stream dropping. Houses are close in San Francisco. Yes, they are. Thank you for posting the links, Jesse. Yes, we can hear you. Okay. Bye. I'll see you guys soon.